Okay, we're back. Sweet. So I tried a little something while we were gone. I tried to connect it to a hotspot on my phone, to see if my hotspot internet would work better. I have great news. It absolutely the fuck did not. So like it wouldn't move from yellow. And it wouldn't even connect. So hotspot is not an option. So that's really cool. Hold on. You want to know what? I think. Okay. I have a list of stuff I need to do after stream. So let me. Okay. Look at me. In the eyes right now. I'm looking at you. I never do. I don't like it, but I'm looking at you anyway. We're both autistic as fuck. Anyway, I need to post my YouTube videos. Do not let me forget. Okay. Princess counter is at 6 maybe, by the way. So true. What was I writing down? Oh yeah. Fix internet. And you want to know what? Let's get fucking crazy with it. Fix capture card. Because that keeps fucking up too. So now I need to update my YouTube videos because I keep forgetting to download them and I keep forgetting to post, and it's nasty. It's fucking disgusting. The internet is dog shit. I need to fix it. And then the capture card, since I'm doing it in a really shitty way, I need to fix that too. Okay. Hopefully I remember. I've got all day tomorrow and I got Sunday as well. So crossing fingers I remember, but honestly no fucking promises. Anyway, Fritz and I returned to his home to eat our pastries. They're truly the best croissants I've ever had. As we come to the end of breakfast, Fritz turns to me, a hesitant expression on his face. Milady? Yes? I hate to say this, but I'm expected at the palace today. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to stay here on your own. Have it written down on my board. Will not forget. Thank you so much. You're... I'm so glad one of us will remember at least. But the people at the march-in. I was planning on returning today to explain why I haven't been back. But it's not safe for you outside. I understand, but there are people I must see. I will not stay here for much longer. Can I really not change your mind about staying here? No. No, you can't. I'm already pissed that we're here for what you should have done is you should have escorted my ass back to the march-in. We can... I don't know why we did it in the first place. It was so dumb. I know that Fritz can certainly keep me safe, but I cannot shake the feeling that I'm safer at the march-in. Correct. Even if it means having to stay with the witch that cursed me. When I do not answer, Fritz sighs and shakes his head. Very well. I will ask for a day off so I can personally escort you back to this march-in tomorrow. Sorry? Take me back tomorrow. Tomorrow, then. Are you a psychopath? Tomorrow? We're never gonna get back! At this rate! Jesus! I spend the day looking around the house. This home is so impersonal. You'd never know two different people live here. Rooms are so empty. Even I had my dolls in my room. As I walk about the living room, I notice a broom standing forgotten and alone in a corner. I suddenly remember the broom Delora enchanted for me. I do not miss that broom. But this one could definitely use a ribbon. Milady? Fritz, that was fast. I have something for you. Just put on a hat, we'll be fine. I found this doll in my room at the palace. She's one of yours, isn't she? The Delora doll was still in my room, but how? No, he said his room. Pay attention. Wait, what the fuck? I'm too old for adults. She is. I thought so. Isn't she like one of your favorites? Yes, she was. Until she cursed me. How did she get into your room? No idea. Perhaps one of the maids left her there, but I thought you'd like it if I brought her back for you. Is it really Delora? After finishing dinner, Fritz excuses himself to run more errands, so I return to my room. Earlier, when Fritz had given her to me, I threw Delora on my bed. Delora. Now I turn to glare at her, and all at once the doll comes alive with a sigh. Are you fucking psychotic? We never got back to her. Would you believe me if I said I was worried? I honestly thought you were going to act like you didn't recognize me. It made me happy when you said I was your favorite wagon. You were my favorite. You wound me, princess. I don't like that she's still in her doll form. It's freaking me out. What are you doing here? Thank you. Oh. Okay. Just toss her like that, yeah. Do you have any idea how worried Parfait was? When Waltz came back alone and told us what happened, well, Parfait and Anise went into hysterics. The boys in Jurian looked like they were going to commit murder. When you didn't come back that night, I had a lot of trouble convincing everyone to stay at the Martian when they wanted to look for you. Especially Waltz. You have no idea how guilty he felt after losing you like that. They were looking for me? Yes! They were! You were under their care! They're gonna be concerned! I'm losing my mind. Princess? Why didn't you come back to the Martian? I was going to, but Fritz is overprotective. I know it's not. Hush! Don't hush. I stop myself when I hear footsteps just outside the door. This is entirely unnecessary. The walls have ears, Sir Alcaster. The two men walk away, leaving the hallway silent. I'm sure it's Mithros, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Free no voice, so that is just another one of Alcaster's late-night errands. But my words die in my throat when I turn to Delora and see that she is eerily silent, her forehead furrowed. Forehead? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's disgusting. Yeah, it probably is. But we won't be presumptuous. This presence, Delora, it is weak, but it's there. I can feel it. Forehead, yeah, dude, me too. Delora, what are you talking about? Finally, Delora looks at me slowly, as if just now recognizing we are both in the same room. This is bad. We must return to the Martian. Now. Okay. And we're not gonna tell Fritz about it. Oh my god. Okay, just kidding. I watch as Delora paces on the floor alongside the bed. Wait, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I didn't mean to go back like that. Fuck. Okay. Alongside the bed. Okay. You're a witch. Can't you just teleport us out of here? Teleportation and portals are high-level magic that only the bearers and a select few can cast. I look closely at her. So you cannot cast the spell. I would have cast it already if I could, princess. I had thought, with all the bluffing you do, that you would be more capable. Any more sass and I'll turn you into a toad. You wouldn't dare. Or would I? I glare at her, but she does not look away. Arguing will not get us out of here. We need to get back to the Martian. Why can't we just ask Fritz to help us? It would be easier that way. I do not understand why he can't just come with us. I don't trust him. That means nothing coming from someone as untrustworthy as you. Well, I can say with certainty that I am the most trustworthy person you have right now, dear princess, and I can also promise that you are not safe here. Then I insist Fritz come with us. I know he has the curse, which means he should be welcome there. No, until I can prove that he can be trusted, he is not welcome. He might be the same as Alcaster. The moment Delora mentions Sir Alcaster, she suddenly stops speaking. She shakes her head and turns away. What does Sir Alcaster have to do with any of this? Nothing you should concern yourself with. You are still the most suspicious one here, witch. damn, haven't we moved past this? Maybe it's just me who's moved past this almost immediately. I was like, yes, slay queen. Because she's the best character. Dude, honestly, I'm getting a lot of she's going to die vibes. You know what I mean? It's weird that they picked Fritz to die in Karma's good route, because we never really got to know him. Dolores absolutely next. So, Fritz in Karma's route was out of left fucking field. But Parfait died when we got to know her really well. Rod didn't have a side death, which is weird. But so arguably his route's the best, which is kind of fucked up to say. But she's dead for sure, which is gonna piss me off so bad because she's my favorite. Like there's not a character in the world who's better than her, and I will die on that hill. She's perfect. She's flawless. She's an absolute babe. Anyway, enough of that. That's it. I've run out of patience. I'm done waiting around, Princess. We're going back to the March-In right now. And how do you suppose we'll sneak past Fritz? Dolores smiles at me. The mischief in that smile is all too familiar. Oh no. I am a witch, Princess. I mean, Rod was gonna be the death if we didn't do it right. But that's what happened with everyone. Like, Karma died in his bad route, and so did Rumple. So I think the bad route is just the death route, where everyone dies, if you don't do it properly. Which is fucking insane, by the way. Because none of the actions you take make any sense into, like, when I played Karma's bad route, like, front to back. The things you do and the choices you make don't make them hate you, they still fall in love with you, and the romance still occurs. So it's just the ending that changes realistically, and like minor dialogue. Like for example, if you chose to give Karma the rose cupcake instead of the chameleon cupcake. I don't even remember what the other option was, but I'm pretty sure it was rose. Like if you chose to give him the rose cupcake instead of the chameleon, like that doesn't fucking matter. It would still generally be the same dialogue. It's like, cupcake, yum, you know? Like, if that was even an option. But let's say it was. It's just very weird. Anyway, I read that already. Goodbye. I walk alongside Delora as we make our way back to the March-In. Delora is now in her human form, humming cheerfully. Not what you were expecting? No. Sometimes simple is better. Why use a spell when a potion will do the simple trick? That's why she had me distract Fritz at dinner. Was the sleeping potion in his cup? Ah, perceptive. Yes, nothing can wake him from his slumber. But he will wake up? Please, I'm a good witch, remember? I don't do the killing thing. Now, pick up the pace, Princess. We've got a meeting to get to. Love her. Ugh, missed the March-In. It was too clean in there. I know I said it was my new favorite location, but I lied. I'm a March-In stan. So like, choose a color, yellow, good one, orange one. He's gonna die, what are you doing? Exactly. That's exactly how the route is. And it's like, orange is nice. Like, they won't even be upset with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's very weird. The only difference is that the little weird doohickey that shows up in the corner won't show up and then he dies. Very, very bizarre. Anyway, we make it back to the March-In without incident. Julian and Garland are waiting for us inside. As soon as they see us, they dart toward the door. You made it. We were worried that we might need to break in to get you both out. Don't sound so surprised. I told you I could handle this.
Then why did it take so long to return here?
Because someone was being stubborn and refused to leave without her knight.
You weren't followed?
Of course not. I'm very glad you're all right, Princess. My man, Mr. Says. Karma's route is the best because they're in it. They're so fun. Fritz is my personal knight. The time I spent with him was the safest I've felt since I was cursed. It felt more normal. I know he is just... What? I know he is dependable and will do whatever I ask of him. It is his job to protect me after all. I barely know these people. I would rather be with Fritz, but something about Sir Alcaster puts me on edge. As you can see, the princess is perfectly fine. She hasn't thawed at all. Jurian ignores Delora and fixes her gaze on me.
We were very worried when you suddenly disappeared, Princess.
I stare at her, confused. What was there to be worried about? I can't fucking believe this bitch. She's the worst. I was with Fritz. I know that the circumstances may not have been the best, but Fritz protected me. Girl, no kidding. I had plans to return to the Martian at some point. It had to be sooner. I'm gonna lose it. Why does anyone here care about what happens to me anyway? Where's Parfait? Well?
She isn't here. She's barely been back since you left.
Wives? What? Ever since we got your message that you'd found the princess, Lady Parfait has been absent from the Martian. She returns, but only ever briefly. Does she say where she goes?
No.
She won't even answer if someone asks.
Just smiles that fairy smile of hers and says nothing at all.
Yo, what if Parfait was evil? That would be fucking crazy. Anyway, drives me crazy when she does that. What is going on? So the fairy we need to see isn't here. I'd thought that I wanted to return here, but now that everyone knows I'm safe, it is fine to return to Fritz, isn't it? That'd be kind of sick, actually. I agree. Because, like, them killing her in the last route would kind of, like, throw us off her scent a little bit. Having her turn out to be evil in some way. It wouldn't make any goddamn sense if she were evil, but how fun would it be? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're so shitty at writing anyway, you may as well just do whatever the hell you want. You know? Like, have a little fun with it. Fuck it, we ball. I feel uneasy being around so many people that are openly keeping secrets from me. Then there is no reason for me to be here. I can return to Fritz. No. You are in no position to order me around. Maybe the witch was her and she just wanted us to be safe. I know that's not, that's not, but what if? But like, what if, you know? Like, we ball. Wait, I will go back and it won't stop me. I don't know if I read that one. I begin walking toward the door when I hear Dolores sigh heavily behind me. All right, keep your dress on. I was not planning on removing it. God, she's boring. It's a figure of... Oh, never mind. Look, just give me a few seconds, okay? I need to get some things and then we'll go back. We? Don't even think that I'll let you go back alone, princess. Dull moment. I am left alone with Jurian and Garland.
Are you really staying at Alcaster's home?
I'd almost forgotten that Jurian and Garland had served under Sir Alcaster's command when they were still in the Order of Caldera. Yes. The two former knights are uncharacteristically quiet, their expressions dark. Is something wrong? Are you sure you're safe there, princess? Of course. Fritz has been my personal knight for the last 3 years. I know that he will protect me no matter what.
Just be careful around Alcaster.
Does something happen between you and Sir Alcaster?
I'd still be a part of the Order of Caldera if it weren't for him.
It was said that Jurian and Garland had been discharged for disobeying Sir Alcaster's orders, but is that the whole truth? Who's gonna win the Prince of Caldera, Fritz or Delora? I wonder.
He's a two-faced traitor, if I ever saw him again.
Jurian, what happened? It's nothing to worry about, princess. Delora told me the same thing. What exactly are they hiding about Sir Alcaster?
She should be worried, damn it!
This is the most interesting thing Jurian has done so far, is speak with an explanation point.
Damn it, all of the people in Angel should... Of all the people in Angel, she should know what he is planning.
Someone coughs. We turn to see Dolores standing there, looking at us expectantly. What did I miss? Jurian was telling me about why she left the Order of Caldera. Was she? I've never seen Dolora glare at anyone the way she's glaring at Jurian. Eventually, the former knight turns away.
Let's go, Garland.
Stay safe, princess. You too, Lady Dolora. You... Didn't you want to return to the knight's house? Why are you stalling now? Okay, why the fuck are we keeping a secret from me right now? We know his ass is evil. Why are you telling me he's not? Or whatever. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. Whoops. You know something about Sir Alcaster being the reason for the knight's discharge, don't you? Yes. Well then, why are you insisting on keeping it a secret? You lived in the palace before and heard the rumors. You were content with them. Why are you suddenly taking so much interest in all of this now? Because you and the knights are clearly hiding something about him. Curiosity can kill a cat, little princess. Besides, none of this is important right now. You have other things to focus on, like breaking your curse. What have you done these past few days, Nothing, that's what. It's like you want to remain Little Miss Peasant forever. Ugh. The only reason I'm in this position is because of you, and you've done nothing to help me. Excuse me? All I've ever gotten from you are insults and snide remarks. God damn, this is the most interesting conversation we've had the entire fucking game. What the fuck is going on? I have been trying my best, but you of all people should know how difficult it is for me. I stopped talking at once. The anger and frustration inside of me makes it difficult to form words. Dolora has been with me for almost a year now. She should know how difficult it is for me to be good. But she never understood. She still cursed me. It is as if she's mocking me. I turn away from Dolora and head toward the door. Princess, wait. Bye. I'm leaving. I have better things to do than get insulted by a witch. I've done nothing but think about how to break the curse she put on me. How dare she? Princess. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, we're on chapter 4 now. Keep walking. I do not have time for this. I ignore Waltz and continue walking. Waltz reaches out and takes hold of my arm, forcing me to stop. What are you doing? I am leaving. Leaving? Do you know how worried everyone's been? How worried I was? As you can see, I'm fine. I will be even better when I am away from the merchant, so I am leaving. 3 days. What? I haven't seen you in 3 days and you're just going to brush me off? I've been spending all my free time looking for you after we got separated that day. Did you know how bad I felt when I lost you? If something had happened to you, I never would have forgiven myself. Yeah, rude ass. But I can't take him seriously because of his phone. So I'm like, ha ha. You sound stupid. But you're right. Absolute Waltz slay. Dolores sent you her message. Yes, but even then we all knew that. All we knew was that she was with you. That didn't mean you were safe. I yanked my arm out of his grasp. I would have been perfectly safe even if Dolores wasn't with me. In fact, I would still have my old life if she never cursed me. Princess. Hey, babe. Missed you. You found her. Karma's still there standing before me, smiling with relief. I hope we never have to talk to Rumple again. We were worried about you, darling. It's good to see that our princess has returned. We have so much to catch up on. You should come inside. She says she's leaving. Hi, Karma. What? But why? She says she's fine without us and can't understand why we've been worried. I think Dolora has something to do with this situation. What does she say to you, princess? Nothing she didn't need to hear. Insufferable witch with a capital W. Shit. Sounds like a cat fight to me. Karma, you might want to keep your nose out of other people's business. I'm not staying here any longer. You cannot stop me from leaving. I turn on my heels and begin to walk off. Princess. Let her go. What? But outside she'll be... She needs some space to think. Don't go too far though, princess. Are you daft? I said I'm not coming back. British moment. You will if you value your life, princess. I cannot quell the irritation stirring in the pit of my stomach. I turn on my heels and walk off. Do we even know where we're going? Don't you start counting for everyone, cuz you might. It's a big princess moment. Fritz was just the most obvious and annoying about it. It's so peaceful here at night. The sound of approaching footsteps make me stop. Standing out here alone in the darkened plaza does not bode well. I quickly slide into an alleyway and stand with my back against the wall, hoping the shadows will keep me from sight. It's Fritz? Why are you following me? That voice from the other night. You noticed. Sir Alcaster? Don't think I'm a useless idiot like the boy. Of course I noticed. I'm confused. I would take care in remembering that me and the boy are nothing alike. Don't think you can fool me, Varg? What the hell? Varg is here so early. Hi, Varg. Hi. Varg? I have to know. I move silently, sticking my head out at an angle so I can see the man standing before Alcaster. Damn, his silhouette is exactly the fucking same as my boy. The plaza is empty except for two people. Sir Alcaster is looking at a man that wears an elaborate mask. I notice he also carries an odd-looking cane. That must be Varg. But who is he, and how does Sir Alcaster know him? I've never seen anyone like him in the palace before. What would I want to fool you for? Then explain why you're out here and why you haven't been ordered to the huh? Explain why you're out here when you haven't been ordered to come to the plaza. Tell me. You wanted to keep the princess safe, didn't you? Do not be flippant. We know we serve Mithros in this. What? What does Sir Mithros want? Is the princess not at the house? Would I be out here if she was? What the fuck? Did we get hit? What the hell is going on? Do not be smart with me. Sir Alcaster just punched him like it was nothing. Bit of a slight. How's he still standing? That blow should have knocked him to the ground. Answer me clearly. Has she left the house? Sir Alcaster's voice is eerily calm and level, despite the fact that his body is tense. Yes! You will find her before dawn. I will not repeat myself. Answer me. Yes, I will find her! Good. I watch as Sir Alcaster walks away, leaving Varg to stand alone in the dark plaza. I can barely breathe as I stand watching him, waiting for some kind of movement. It looks like Sir Alcaster has ordered him to keep me safe, but I do not know of this arrangement and will not trust him. Ah! The sound of shattered glass echoes across the plaza. Varg immediately rushes off to investigate, moving away from my hiding spot. I feel myself instinctively follow after him despite my mind's logical protests. Hush! Ugh! Dolora places her hand over my mouth to muffle my voice. We both watch Varg until he disappears and there's nothing but silence for company. Dumbass line. I'd write it, but not there. Then and only then does Dolora move her hand away from my mouth. That man, did you catch his name? What? His name. Sir Alcaster called him Varg. Insanely funny name. Grav would be Varg backwards. Just saying, I guess? Who is he? Judging by the mask and cane, he probably works for the witches. At least that's what Parfait and I think. Looks like he's working for Sir Alcaster, too. We look up and notice Karma and Waltz running towards us. Hey! Here comes the cavalry. Late, as expected. Waltz looks winded, but that does not stop him from glaring at me. Don't ever do that again. What is happening here, You two look awfully suspicious hiding out in an alleyway. None of your business. I'm surprised when Delora takes my arm and pulls me away from Waltz and Karma. Where are you going? Mysteries are afoot, kid, and we're not going to solve any of them by waiting around in the margin for Parfait to return from her business. Where are you taking the princess, and why? That's a good question. Delora, we all decided that the margin is the safest place the princess could be. Technically, the princess is safest wherever either Parfait or I can keep an eye on her, and now we have an excuse for the princess to be somewhere else. She speaks as if I am a child to be babysat. I've got some questions that need answering, and I'm going to need the princess to get them solved. Besides, she's directly involved in some mess and she wants answers too. Something seems off about this whole thing. Sorry to say, but got real myself there. Sorry to say, but your opinions on this matter are irrelevant. Let's go, wagon. Delora? The solemn expression on Waltz's face is foreign to me. There's darkness in his eyes, a warning. I trust you. As you should. Delora nods, then turns back to me. We'll be in touch. Let me know when Parfait gets back. Where the fuck are we going? This is the most interesting we've been in a long while. Rumple's shit was so boring, but now they've had to work around a lot of things for this one because he's the son of Alcaster, and now Alcaster's here, and there's Varg also, who looks exactly like Fritz. And we've never seen them in the same room. Same guy. For sure. Yeah. Like, I think I missed a princess from Delora. You'll get him next time, I'm sure. Maybe like 4 more. Our trip back to the Leverton home is silent. Delora has reverted to her doll form. I hold her close to my chest. Both of us are quiet and I am lost in my own thoughts. I'm sorry. This route is really good so far. It's on crack cocaine. Mainly because we're doing a lot of Delora stuff. And that's really interesting because we haven't been able to interact with anyone else but our chosen man character. And so the fact that we're talking to Delora at all, oh my god, it's a giant treat. I'm so psyched. That's perfect. It's great. I can't even describe it. Both of us cry. I'm lost in my own thoughts. I wonder what questions Delora has that I could possibly help her with. Delora. Princess? We speak at the same time. All right, you first. Or not, I'll go first then. I want to apologize. Ugh. Don't look so surprised. I can admit when I'm wrong. That's a lesson you need to learn too, but that's for another day. I know you've been working to break the curse, and I know you've been putting a lot of effort into it, and I know why it would be difficult for you to accomplish 3 good deeds. I want you to know that I do want you to succeed, Princess. Most of the time, it doesn't feel that way. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have cursed you if I didn't think you were capable of overcoming it, Wagon. I truly believe you will break your curse. We turn onto the path that leads to the Leverton home. I pause to squint at the oddly shaped shadow by the doorway. I quickly slip off the road and behind the nearest obstacle. Hi, Varg. It's dark, but is that? Delora has not seen what I have. She keeps talking. More to the point. She's almost at 10. Oh, Jesus, Delora. Tone it down. More to the point, you must break your curse. It's vital that you do so as soon as possible. There's a very good reason why I... Ugh! I slap my hand over her mouth to muffle her. I have only just managed to hide her when the shadow moves. The moonlight glints off his mask for just an instant, but it's enough. It's Varg. He starts to turn in my direction. Hold on. Move back. My first response is to back up the way I'd come. Varg takes a single step forward. I freeze in place, holding Delora tightly. The speed he moves at is unbelievable. One moment he is at the front door, the next he is only a few meters away. What do we have here? But as he starts to come closer, my luck changes. Suddenly the clouds move, and almost unnaturally black shadow falls over me. Please, please. There's nothing here. Nothing. Go away. He stands there unmoving for what feels like a lifetime, but eventually he turns away. Thank God I didn't feel like fixing his voice. I watch as he stands. I watch as he walks back to the Leverton home, slipping around the side and disappearing from sight. I run back to the plaza, but Waltz and Karma are no longer there. What do I do now? Not even a thank you? Laura pops her head out of my pocket, shaking out her hair. I just moved some clouds and played with some shadows to keep us hidden from a crazy masked man, but you know, I do that all the time. That was you? Well, it wasn't the wind. I had no idea she had such power. Well, hello there. Ugh! I whirl around, once again keeping my hands over Delora to try and hide her from sight. Varg! Why, if it isn't the Crown Princess herself! I thought I saw you back there! Thought it was a trick of the light at first! Why would a good little princess be out at this time of night? Good thing I trusted my instincts enough to come back! Huh, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself! He sweeps into a deep, elegant bow. I'm Varg, Sir Alcaster's humble servant. He has told me about your issues. I love issues. He's asked me to keep an eye on you. Make sure you're safe. I already have a personal knight. Oh, could have fooled me. Haven't seen him around, have you? Fritz. Looks like he's slacking off to me. Fritz is not slacking off. He's... Why are you gonna sound like moist crackle? I was running out of voices. What can I say? If even one more character is added, I'm so fucked. It's not even funny. I'm fresh out. I don't got any more. Under the influence of an extremely potent sleeping potion and is unable to wake up. So we could all sneak out. This is all my fault. A crown princess shouldn't have to make excuses for her knight, don't you think? Sounds like he's pretty and capable. Varg approaches, then holds out his arm. I'll escort you back! I stare at his arm, but do not take it. Varg tilts his head to the side like a dog. I cannot read an expression through his mask. Don't you trust me, princess? No. What were you expecting? I expected Varg to talk there, but whatever. Wasn't expecting you, to be honest. I thought princesses were meant to be shy and sweet all the time. You know, like Emmeline. I'm not Emmeline. So I'm learning! Varg reaches out and grabs my hand. He places it in the crook of his arm with a smug smile. Let's go! I can do nothing but follow as he forces me along. I do not appreciate being dragged. And I don't like waiting around for something that's not going to happen. This is for your own safety, princess! He flashes an almost predatory smile at me, his teeth startlingly bright in the darkness. Not that we could tell. He says he is meant to keep me safe, but I feel like he's going to devour me. I'm still shaking when I return to my room in the Leverton home. I have already heard Varg leave the house, but I'm not convinced the lock on the front door will keep him out. Predatory wasn't a great choice of word. I agree. It was a little weird. Kind of made me icky. Well, that was exciting. Are you alright? I cannot show weakness. Not now, not ever. I am fine. I never knew there was a back door to this place. Pretty convenient for sneaking past your guard dog, isn't it? Wonder how Varg knew that door existed. Same guy. Hey, chin up. You did well back there. He wouldn't have seen me if I hadn't moved. There's nothing you could have done. He already seems to be an accomplished tracker. But nothing. If anything, this was my fault for not being able to protect you. I do not know why I'm so afraid of Varg. He works for Sir Alcaster. He wouldn't hurt me. She has that look again. Is it because of her suspicions of Sir Alcaster, or because she suspects that Varg is serving the witches? Alcaster mentioned Sir Mithras before, but I have no idea how he plays into any of this. I do. Anyway. No point worrying about it now. We're going to get answers just by we're not going to get answers just by staring at the wall. Might as well get some sleep. What aren't you telling me, Delora? An awful lot, Wagon, and I'm not going to tell you anything until tomorrow, so go to bed. I do not think I'll be able to sleep tonight unless... Delora? Yes? Is it strange because I had thought that I'd outgrown this tendency, but I used to do this all the time? Is Fritz like a werewolf? Instead of a wolf, it's Varg? Oh my god. That's such a funny ass way to put it. You're probably right. Or, I mean, he's only ever been Varg at night. If that's the case. I'm sorry, there's no, that's not the move. You know what I mean? Like, they would not be that smart to, like, make him look really similar and then have him be like a twin or something. Maybe he has to be outside of his house to turn into Varg? I don't know. But God, that's so goddamn funny. Werewolf Varg. He does have wolf motifs. Like the, cane. It's got a wolf face on it. And the white teeth. Oh, what big teeth you have, or whatever the fuck. So it's... Oh, yeah, I don't know what that... That's Little Red Riding Hood, but he's not red, so... That can't be it. Anyway, it is strange because I had thought that I'd outgrown this tendency, but I used to do this all the time. Can I hold you until I fall asleep? I think I see a glimmer of a smile on Delora's face. Woodsman versus Wolf fairy tale curse? Maybe? I mean, that's all we've got so far. Very weird ass curse. Did I read this? Of course. I like how they can only do one effect at once. It's magic and then change character, very slowly. I grab Delora and hold her against my chest. Her weight and shape are familiar and comforting. When I was in the palace, hugging my dolls made me feel like I wasn't alone. Sweet dreams, Wagon. That's kind of sweet, like Loki. My queen. That voice, it's familiar. Fate and the traitor's approach. Why'd they call her that? Very weird. I don't know. I like my Wervarg theory. Me too. I'm a big fan of the Wervarg theory. It's so funny. Love you, Wervarg. The Tenebrarum grow... What? I don't understand what's going on. Let me try again. That voice, it's familiar. Fate and the traitor's approach. The Tenebrarum Mother? The Tenebrarum grows weaker. Mother? You will prevail. You are far stronger, far more beautiful. Enough. My beauty is irrelevant. The tide of the war is turning. We must consider our options. But your majesty, if I must wait for my revenge, then I will. What will you do? As my queen commands, my faithful student, you will be rewarded for your loyalty, and the traitor will be damned for his betrayal. Believe in me. Believe in us. We will be victorious. Okay, damn. This is getting crazy. Let's fucking go. Mithras? I mean, who else could it be? But the fact that he called Parfait Fate was very weird. So that's one, and then two. The mom is alive? I don't know. I'm getting a mom alive vibe from this. You gotta let me see her. Come on. It'll probably be in Waltz's route, which would be fucking crazy. Okay, Anyway, I'm so excited. I sit up in bed, my heart pounding. I can't remember. The details of the dream are already fading from my mind, but the dread still hangs on my chest like a dark, heavy cloud. It must have been a nightmare. Oh, hi, Fritz. Milady? I turn and see Fritz standing in the doorway, his eyes filled with concern. I, didn't mean to. I heard you and I... Are you, okay? Fritz. Maybe it is the stress of what happened with Varg. Maybe it is the nightmare I just woke up from. Or maybe it is the relief of seeing a familiar face. But suddenly there are tears in my eyes. Milady! Fritz. Okay, this one's good. Still. This is the first, Listen, I'm not into romance, okay? And this is the first time in this game where I was like, you know? What can I say? Oh no, is it still dark? I think it is. See, that's the thing, is earlier it was dark and he was still Fritz. Which is, maybe he has to go outside? And have it be dark? So yeah, sorry. The Wervarg theory doesn't hold up very well. Maybe it's cloudy outside, so you can't see the moon. Surely that's the reason. Anyway, then suddenly Fritz's arms are around me and I am pressed close to his warm chest. I can hear his heartbeat. What the fuck? Do you want to talk about it? Boo, I like Wervarg. Me too! That sucks so bad. Okay, tell him. Man, we're a pussy in this route. Normally we're annoying, oh, we can't cry, we can't show weakness. I cannot remember it clearly, but I believe it was a nightmare. I can remember Mother's voice, the cruel, wicked contempt of her voice. It was terrible. A sudden coldness slides over my body, making me shiver despite Fritz's best efforts. Still, he does not slip away, and his closeness once again comforts me after some time. He is so warm. You know, milady, I'm glad I could comfort you this time, even if I was never able to before. How did you know I had nightmares? It was on my night patrols. Sometimes I would, pass by your door and hear you. That's very weird. That's a very weird thing to say. You never said anything. Fritz runs a hand through my hair. Okay, you're going too far. He lost me. I was like, oh, he's hugging me after a nightmare. Nope. That's too much. Get off now. You're done. You're done. Fritz runs a hand through my hair, his touch gentle and comforting. It was never my business, personal night or not. I figured if you ever needed to tell anyone, I'd be there for you. Thank God we've moved on. I only know time is passing because of the shifting shadows in my room. Daytime. I don't think it's been daytime in this room. I do not like daytime. And too soon the room brightens with the dawn of a new day. I feel safe. Ugh! I'd forgotten Delora was with me, but now she squirms suddenly in my grasp. A small flutter of motion that does not even catch Fritz's eye. When Fritz moves away, I quickly hide Delora behind me. Why are you smiling at me like that? It's just nice to know that some things don't change. What? Oh, milady, you didn't have any of the tea I served yesterday, did you? The tea that we slipped the potion into. Now that he's brought it up, I have no idea what to say. I manage a weak shrug of my shoulders and shake my head, telling him that I did not. You should, really try it sometime. I haven't slept so well in a long time. I feel remarkably refreshed. I feel Dolores shaking behind me, and I can tell that she's trying not to laugh. I pinch her arm. Sure. He lets go of me and stands up. Speaking of tea, it's actually time for breakfast, but we'll pass on the tea today. Did I, ever tell you about the best bakery in Angel? No, I think you told me about the best baker? Oh, but milady, they're like two totally different things. There are all kinds of shops in the town plaza. Two different things. The baker makes the best croissants, but the bakery, well, I'll show you. But first, I'll let you get changed. Into what? Hey, princess. Fritz might be fine, but his father is clearly not. Be careful today. Are you not coming with us? I'm going to stay here and see what I can dig up when no one else is looking. Wagon. Yeah, we italicized that. Oh shit, I have to run an ad. Fuck. Okay, fine. I'll be right back. Oh wait. No, yes, I will be right back. And we're back now. Let's jump right the fuck in. Wagon. I've never heard him say my name so seriously before. I mean it. Be careful and stay safe. If Varg shows up when we're not here, you too, Delora, be careful. Much to my surprise, she sinks into a polite curtsy, as the princess commands. Chapter 5! We're banging it out, dude. Okay, I got a little presumptuous. A week has passed, and my days have been uneventful. I spend most of my thank you. It's good to be back. I spend most of my time with Fritz, who shows me around Angel every day that he is able. Most of the time, I actively try to keep him out of the Leverton home so that Delora can continue her investigation. Apparently, this is the only way she'll let me help. At least she promised to tell me everything tonight. Well, This is a little hard to explain, but Alcester is hiding something. Delora, I already know that. You didn't let me finish. When I say something, I mean everything. There are no clues here. Wait, before you throw pillows at me, I really do have to tell you something. I know how Varg knew we'd left to go back to the March Inn. Somebody put wards on this house, that somebody is alerted whenever somebody crosses the threshold in and out of this place. Is that person a witch? Could be a fairy, but considering the circumstances, I'll put my money on a witch. Do you think Varg put up these wards? He's working for the witches, but I don't think he has the ability to put up these wards. The wards are nothing like I've ever seen. They're like fine silk strands all around the house. Like a cobweb. Right, but do you know what else I found? The web's not as strong around the back door, the door Varg took us through. That means we have a way out. A way out that will allow us to leave without Varg being notified. I do not think he will appear unless the witch who put the webs around this house finds out that I'm gone. How do we know the witch won't be alerted if we use that door? Only one way to find out. Guess we're leaving. Bye, everyone. I lean against the wall of the alleyway where we'd agreed to meet with Delora and catch... Where I had agreed to meet with Delora and catch my breath. I can't believe that worked. She had sent me out first, promising she would catch up with me once she made sure the witch wasn't going to come to the Leverton household when I left. Fritz said that he was tired from all the training he had done earlier in the day and retired to bed early. Oh, I was like, the training we had done? Since when? No, we didn't do anything. Anyway, and retired to bed early. That worked in our favor and made it easier for us to leave the home. She is taking longer than I thought she would. Has she been found out? I step away from the wall when I hear footsteps. Delora? Oh shit. Happy night, everybody. What have I told you about wandering off? Suddenly, Varg is standing before me with a snide smile on his face. Ugh. How did he know? Dolores said he couldn't be the witch that put up the wards. Hold on. Stand my ground. He works for Sir Alcester. He won't hurt me. I do not... Wagon can't make up her goddamn mind. Are we suspicious of Sir Alcester or are we not? Do we trust Delora or do we not? I'm fucking losing it. I do not know how the witch plays into all of this and what his relationship is with them, but I have faith. Sir Alcester does not want me harmed. Oh, this is a surprise! Who knew a sheltered little princess would have a backbone? But in this case, your bravado is stupidity! Varg takes another step forward. Though we are not touching, I can feel the suffocation of his presence. I attempt to take a step backward and realize that my back is already against the wall. There's nothing more I can do. You should be afraid of me! Poor little ignorant princess! If only you knew what was in store for you! Now is no time to be a coward. Why don't you tell me then? Varg throws his head back and laughs. You are always a surprise, aren't you? Well, I'll tell you if you ask. Very nicely. How dare he? I like that defiant look on your face, princess. Whoa. God, Varg jump scare, what the fuck? Varg moves forward so close I can nearly feel his warmth. What is he doing? He is far too close. But I think I like the look of fear even more. Come on, I'm waiting, princess. Or do I overwhelm you? You have no right to tell me what to do. Varg slams his hand against the wall, effectively caging me in. What the... Okay. Fritz and Varg are the same person. There is no shot in hell they would do this unless they were. This is basically this is the same as a confirmation to me. And you can fucking quote me on that. Ugh. He leans down toward me, his smile predatory. Classically. They love saying that. I don't love it. But it's the truth. Because he's old. And we're 17. So, you can feel free to... You can jot that down as well. Anyway, but I do not flinch away. Oh shit. Still so brave! Wait. Does that mean I should change the voice? Since we got it confirmed. You know what? He had a voice originally, so I'll give it to him. And they're basically two different people anyway. It's kind of freaking me out. I'll admit it. I'm impressed. You're interesting, princess, and a lot more fun than I thought you'd be. As thanks for the entertainment, I'll share a little something with you. Alcaster doesn't want you safe because he's a good man. The type of man he is doesn't have a heart. That man won't do anything that will benefit him in the future. What do you mean? Let's just say your safety is a requirement for something he wants from someone. Who? Wait. Is that someone Sir Mithras? Varg's eerie smile stretches further across his face. Oh, so you can think for yourself! What does Sir Mithras want? A lot of things! Ask me again when you can be more specific! Now, why don't you enlighten me? What's a good little girl like you doing out at this time of night? I needed some air. Is that so? Well, I'm sure you've had quite enough, so... We're starting to get to the point where yelling is not a good idea. I'll probably get yelled at, so I'll probably stop. Varg pulls back from me in the moment the footsteps sound. He swivels on the spot, his body tense. I feel a hand on my shoulder and realize belatedly that it is not Varg's. I am pulled away from his grasp. Waltz? Waltz jump scare. Also, side note, I carried 3 glasses of water at once back into my room. At this point, you're gonna need them! Also, I'm impressed. Congrats on your 3 glasses of water. Quick wee. What? Varg is cut off as he defends his mouth being open that wide. It's very funny to me. You're welcome. Varg is cut off as he defends himself when a sword suddenly strikes in his direction. Karma loves being in all the arcs. Except by rods. Anyway. I would keep your eyes on me, scoundrel, unless you do not fear being skewered. I don't know why they're assuming I don't know this is Karma at this point. That man, he was the one who was with Waltz when I was chased down the streets. His features are familiar. Is that Karma? Come on, wagon. But we need to get you back to the merchant. You're not going anywhere, princess! Try as you might, you're not getting through me. I have to fight you, clowns! Don't make me laugh! I see Varg lift his cane, but Waltz pulls me around the corner before I can see what happens next. A gun? A king? What just happened? Did Varg explode? I turn around to check, but Waltz keeps... Karma? Karma died in 9/11? I don't know why I said 9/11. Sorry. It didn't even make any goddamn sense. Anyway, a second plane has hit the tower. I have barely even stepped in the kitchen before Delora pulls me into a hug. Delora big sister moment, dude. This fucking rocks. Thank goodness you're safe. Delora, Karma is still... Waltz pauses in surprise as an intense light erupts in the middle of the marchen. For a few moments, I am struck blind. Oh. What the dude, this arc is crazy. I never know what's going on. We haven't interacted with, Fritz at fucking all. This is crazy. Who wrote this? I'm losing my mind. As the light begins to fade away, I see Parfait. Her expression is grim as she holds onto the man who helped us earlier. Ugh, we have to talk to Rumple again? This is awful! Okay. Waltz, please get Rumple right away. Right away, Lady Parfait. Oh, the budget was put onto this route? No kidding, dude. I'm going insane. If Waltz's route is ass, I might kill myself. I don't know how to tell you this. But if this route is the most interesting and we watched it second to last, oh man. I like this a lot. Dude, I forgot about the last one. Because so much is going on right now. I'm like, yes. Because it's so exciting. I mean, it's exhilarating. You know what I mean? Damn. Oh man, I'm so excited. Okay. Anyway, together we carefully set him down on the sofa. Now I can see the injured man more closely. I come to the conclusion that I was right earlier. Karma? Yes, he is badly injured. Damn. Already? Right, we're in chapter 5. Sheesh. Parfait, what are you doing using the teleportation spell? You know what it does to your body. It was his cane. It was enchanted, and I didn't think. Parfait shifts on her feet before losing her balance and stumbling backwards. Delora catches her before she can fall. I didn't have a choice. He would have killed him otherwise. I was right then. I should have gone. What's all the noise? Thank God he's here. Gay. Correct. The instant Rumple sees Karma, his puzzled expression sharpens into something more serious. Rumple strides forward with a confidence I did not expect. I need hot water and the bag Anise keeps in the kitchen. I'll grab it for you. Who is this man and what has he done with Rumple? Rumple recovered one of his journal entries the other day. He remembered that he's a doctor. That doesn't really explain why his entire demeanor has changed, but I suppose that's not important right now. Interestingly enough, his demeanor did not change during the route with us, but we're not going to talk about that. Whatever, no, it's fine. No, it's cool. I'm not upset. I'm so glad you're safe, Princess. I've never seen Parfait look this tired. Parfait, are you hurt? Don't worry about me, Princess. I'll be fine. Like any of us are going to believe that. I have so many questions for the two of them, and I have no idea where to start. My brain... Delora and Parfait are the gay ants. I've decided. Okay, anyway. I have so many questions for the two of them, and I have no idea where to start. My brain feels like a scrambled board full of puzzle pieces that won't fit together. Oh, don't fuss. I really am fine. Unless you die again, like last time, which I didn't forget. What is going on? Delora, why don't you get the princess something to drink? I'll come join you shortly. Delora sets a mug down in front of me before taking a seat beside me. Chocolate, hot and sweet. I raided the pantry for you. It smells exactly like something I'd have in the palace. I did not know there was chocolate here. Anise thinks she can hide it from us, but she can't. Will Karma be all right? Rumple is apparently a renowned doctor. Karma will be fine. I do not know how this happened. It was just meant to be a simple test, but now Karma and Parfait are hurt because of Varg. They shouldn't have come. They did not have to come for me. But they came because they were worried about you. Why do these people care so much about me? What do they really want? They would not have been hurt if they did not come. I went to meet you, but when I got to the plaza, you were gone. I thought there might be some magic barring me from seeing you, so I ran to the margin and asked for everyone's help. I messed up. They were hurt because I failed. The only one to blame is Varg. Are you alright? You're limping. I'll be fine. I'm just tired. Parfait takes a seat on the opposite side of the table from Delora and I. Have you told her? No, not yet. Told me what? Is this about Alcaster? No, it's about Varg. Gay reveal! I'm so psyched. I waited a good half an hour or so at the house after you'd left, Wagon. No one came, so I just walked out, but... Fritz wasn't there. He wasn't in his room or anywhere near the house. In the house, excuse me. What? But where would he have gone? Princess. Fritz is cursed. You know this, yes? Of course, he remembered me. But what does his being cursed have to do with anything? I know. Whenever you're with Fritz, Varg never stops by the house. In fact, I've never seen Varg in broad daylight. Okay! Were-Varg theory. Still possible! And I've definitely never seen Fritz and Varg together in the same place at once. I've been wondering why Varg is working for Alcaster. Then there's the fact that he wears a mask and conceals his identity. They're linking Varg and Fritz together. That's not possible. Whatever you're thinking, it's ridiculous. So is an entire kingdom forgetting they have a crown princess. Magic works in strange and mysterious ways. Ugh! But Fritz would never... It's only a theory, but it's more than possible that Fritz and Varg are the same person. Two personalities sharing one body. No. I stand and ball my hands into tight fists. You're wrong. And we're acting like this now, and we haven't even found out that we're the Tenenbaum bearer yet. This is gonna be great. I turn and walk away. Did I say you're wrong? Whatever, you're wrong. Where are you going? Princess, we're not done talking to you. Delora, give her time. The forest, you dumb bitch! I do not go too far. I just want to give myself enough space to think. Fritz and Varg are the same? It is not possible. Why would Delora say that? Princess. What is going on? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I thought it'd be like Varg or something that would come to bother us, you know? Fritz, Varg, someone that would make sense. This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Wait! Oh my god, and we don't even know he's evil yet. Anyway. Oh my god. Sir Mithras? Where did he come from? Tell me about it! Goddamn! And how does he know who I am? Did Alcaster tell him? And Sir Mithras believed him? Let's just say your safety is a requirement for something he wants from someone. Could it be that Sir Mithras is the someone Varg was referring to? Thank goodness you're all right. How did he know where I was? I am so sorry for my lack of foresight, princess. None of this should have happened. I will serve you properly from now on, with complete honesty, unlike those within the Marchen. You shouldn't have left the Leverton home. It is too dangerous for you. Sir Mithras has not seen me since I've been cursed, so why is he talking to me as if he knows who I am? Not only that, but he knows I left the Leverton home. So you remember that I am the Crown Princess, Sir Mithras. I cannot lie to you, princess. I do remember. How is that possible? I am a witch. Ugh! A witch? Father would never let a witch work in the palace. I feel the cogs of my mind slowly whirling, piecing together a puzzle I cannot see in full. Me neither. The witch who set the alarm on the Leverton home, the person Sir Alcaster wants a favor from, and the person he and Varg are working for. It's him? Yes, but like, where are we gonna go with this? It's fucking crazy. But you must believe me when I say I mean you no harm. I only want to protect you from the people in the Marchen. Protect me? Those in the Marchen have cursed you. It is unforgivable. When I heard what they did to Varg in order to abduct you. Abduct me from Varg? Who is Varg? You would not believe me if I told you the truth. Cool, no S sentence. I believed you when you said you were a witch. True. Forgive my assuming, princess. I take a deep breath and look him in the eyes. Are Varg and Fritz the same person? Yes, in that they inhabit the same body. Ugh! So Delora was telling the truth, but it was necessary. Fritz was not willing to follow some of my orders that ensured your safety. Varg, however, is obedient and a more capable bodyguard. Nothing can be allowed to stand in the way of your safety, at least of all the knight who is meant to protect you. Are you the one who cursed him? Yes. He said that without even batting an eye. My princess, you must believe me. Must believe me. Those in the Marchen are only lying to you, trying to keep you away from your destiny. They are your enemies. How can you know that? I do not wish to bring up uncomfortable subjects, but you must be aware of the public's opinion of you. Yes, they hate me for some reason, and they want Emmeline to be crown princess in my place. Sir Mithras nods, his expression solemn but flickering with sympathy. And the Marchin people have cursed you, haven't they? Such a curse keeps you from your rightful place. He is right. He's kind of killing this. He has me believing that he's a good guy. That's fucking crazy. Where was the writing before? Like what? We couldn't put this much effort into all the other ones? Cause damn, this is fucked up. I believe you have been cursed because they see you as a threat to their true goal. Their true goal? Perhaps they meant to teach you a lesson, so to speak, because they irrationally despise you. Such people cannot be trusted. They only seek to use you and hurt you for their own pleasure. They will probably do anything in their power to keep you from breaking your curse. I cannot let that happen. I failed my queen this once. I shall not fail you. Could that be true? Delora and Parfait are trying to balance the light and darkness in the kingdom, and the curse is meant to teach me. So what Sir Mithras is saying could really be true? What he says makes sense. Hold on. Doubt him? Okay. Kind of a lame-ass... Wait, fuck. Oh wait, no, I'd still doubt him. There's a lot of doubt me's, but this is correct. Chapter 5... Doubt him, believe him, doubt him. Okay, just making sure. But it cannot be true, right? I don't believe you. The people at the Marchin are not... Would good people curse you, even knowing how much you would suffer as a consequence? Ugh! If they truly cared about you, would they curse you? Delora might be the one who cursed me, but everyone else in the Marchin doesn't seem to think anything of it. I do not know what to think. I know this is difficult to believe coming from me, so why not ask them, princess? Ask the Marchin traders if they consider you a threat. Ask if they do not intend for you to suffer beneath the weight of your curse. You will learn that I have not lied. This is getting fucking insane. I go back to the Marchin with dark thoughts swirling in my head. There you are. We were worried about you. All I've been doing is trying to get answers from Delora. Why is it more difficult this time? Wagon, are you okay? Where's Parfait? Barely managed that one. Rumple and Waltz are seeing to her. The others are all in bed. Is something wrong? What do I say? How can I possibly ask them? My throat is closing up. Did you know what would happen after you cursed me? Did you intend for me to suffer? Wagon, that's... Did she? Could Sir Mithras have been right? Wait, what did it... Could Sir Mithras have been right? That sentence reads wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It could be correct, but I didn't like it. Anger rises up within me. Do you know how it felt to sleep out in the cold, without shoes, without food, not knowing if I would ever have a roof over my head again? Do you know what it was like for my own father to look at me and not see me as his daughter? I advance on Delora and she shrinks back, pointedly looking away from me. You knew all of that was going to happen and you still cursed me. And you call yourself good? Princess, how could you? Wagon, I have my reasons. Very important reasons. Is it because I'm a threat to you somehow? Delora's expression shows me she is hiding something. She has been hiding something since the beginning. I wouldn't put it that way. Did you curse me to teach me some sort of twisted lesson? I told you before, Princess, that the wicked were taught to be good through curses. Everything I've done is to help you. Dolores' face is pale. I can see the anxiety in her eyes as well as the guilt. She does not need to say anything else. Dolores cursed me to hurt me. Okay. If she... They're losing me? They're losing me? If she had wanted me to break it, she would have helped me, rather than just criticize my every move. All that she has succeeded in is keeping me from my birthright, and those at the margin all agree with that sentiment. Wagon, I'm serious. I really just want to help you. Serious? When she has done nothing to help me? The answer is obvious. Dolores does not want me to succeed. They are not different. They are the same. They are the same as everyone else. Sir Mithras was right. I cannot believe I trusted you. I thought everyone here was different. I thought you were different, but I was wrong. Didn't we have this argument? I know, I feel like we did this already. I turned to leave. But it might be like we've had this argument every arc, but they're all blending together. Wagon, wait! Are you fucking for... I make my way back to where I was earlier, making sure no one has followed me. I see that Sir Mithras stands firmly in the same place. This is extremely goofy. As I draw nearer, I notice that his expression is concerned, his eyes gentle. Are you all right? I take a moment to assess my feelings. There is anger, but also resignation. Was I expecting him to be right all along? Rough night, huh? Ugh. Where did Varg come from? I'm afraid our princess has learned the true nature of her Marchen friends. I did not have to speak with everyone to know. No one in that place has any reason to help me. It's naive to think that their kindness does not come with a price. Come, let us leave this place at once. Sir Mithras holds out his hand for me, but I do not take it. I instinctively take a step back. Is something wrong? Where do you intend to take me? To your rightful place. I will take you back to the palace. How? No one there will believe you. And you knew who I was right from the beginning. Why did you not take me back to the palace earlier? Sorry, Karma almost died for us. True, he did. So, like... And so did Parfait, now that we're really thinking about it. So, she's a dumbass, basically. The writing is losing me here. It's... If we hadn't gone back to check, if we hadn't really thought about it, I would have been like, yes, go with Sir Mithras, let's fuck shit up, you know? But instead we went back, talked to Dolores, and then thought about it. I don't. No. Okay. I apologize for the delay, but I was making preparations for your return. They ran out of budget, yeah. That's okay, that's what we're here for anyway. Preparations? You will find out soon enough. Can I really trust Sir Mithras? No. At this point, I am not sure whom I'm supposed to trust anymore. I would rather stay with Fritz. My eyes fly to Varg, but I do not sense any of Fritz's warmth on his face. His lips slowly curl into a smile when he meets my gaze. So the princess knows, huh? Where is Fritz? Sleeping! Should I wake him up for you? I'm not in the mood for jokes, Varg. I want Fritz back. You wound me, princess! You choose him over me? I can protect you better than he can. His smile... Not to be overdramatic, now that we know he became like 10 times more hot. Anyway, his smile becomes more malicious when he sees the irritation on my face. I will be safer under Fritz's care. Oh, will you now? Because I'm confident you'll be safer under mine. Varg, do not be disrespectful to the princess. Varg scoffs, but says nothing more when Sir Mithras turns to me. Princess, it is of the utmost importance that you are kept safely away from the Marchen, and the palace is the safest place I can think of. And also, your mother requires something of you. What is he talking about? Mother is dead. Tell me what it is. I cannot talk about this here. Once you return to the palace, I will tell you all that you need to know. Right now, I must return to the palace to make the final arrangements. Varg will escort you to the Levertons, so you may gather your things. At dawn, come to the palace gates. I will ensure your entrance and safety from there. Until tomorrow, princess. Sir Mithras bows to me, but does not even spare Varg a glance as he walks away. I turn to look at Varg. It is still hard to believe that he and Fritz could possibly be the same person. His hair color, posture, and personality are also different from Fritz's. How could they be the same person? Are their postures different? Let's be realistic. Do I have something on my face? I close the distance between us with a single step. Watch yourself, princess! I bite! You do not. Excuse you? Varg looks slightly shocked by my straightforwardness, which is surprising in and of itself. Oh wait, that's not Varg. There's no reason for me to be afraid of you. If this is Sir Mithras' doing, then he won't let Varg hurt me. Mithras has a terrible habit of running his mouth, doesn't he? I ignore the flare of awareness in the pit of my stomach as I look closely at Varg's face. They are the same height and build, but that is not so strange. I lean in closer so that I can look past the shape of his mask. His eyes. They are the same. They are Fritz's eyes. I can no longer deny everything Sir Mithras and Delora have told me. The man standing before me is both Fritz and a stranger, one of the people I thought I knew best, but now know nothing about. You are Fritz's Kurtz, but I have not heard of a fairy tale that involves two people sharing one body. Yeah, you should really brush up on your fairy tales! Varg's voice is suddenly lower, a low growl in his throat. I feel a shiver run down my spine. I try to run away, only to have my attempt thwarted by Varg, who stops me by reaching out to grab my arm. You cannot hurt me even if you wanted to. Fritz would never. Oh, but I'm not Fritz! Your sad little puppy knight might worship the ground you walk on. He might sit and beg for a single scrap of your attention. But guess what? I'm not your dog! He abruptly releases me and turns swiftly on his heels before walking away, footsteps smooth. For a moment I stand there, shocked. How could he insult Fritz in such a manner if they are the same person? How could a curse change Fritz into someone like Varg? Hold on. Say nothing. Okay, that's stupid. But whatever. That's not my boy. Okay, chapter 6 is so fucking soon. Anyway, why does he have that opinion of Fritz? If anything, Varg is the animal. Fritz is twice the man he is. Why do we keep running? Like, don't we trust them? I know, I'm so confused. Wagon is such a confusing character. I never understand what she's gonna do next. Or what I have to choose for her to do. You know what I mean? Because some of these I would do in a fucking heartbeat because they make sense to me. And they're always the wrong choice. They always lead to the bad end. And I just don't get it. It's a definite reminder that this isn't like a dating sim. This is an entirely different beast. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's definitely not a dating sim. Because typically, like a dating sim, you like make your character and you make choices to get them to like you, but not necessarily. Like, they're obvious choices. It's like if the character that you want to date likes to play soccer and he invites you to soccer practice, you say yes. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. That's why I've had the shit up every time, because I would get the bad end every single time. Anyway, so weird. Varg continues to walk forward ever so slowly, but I remain rooted in place. Eventually he whirls around to look at me. Any day now, princess! I study his expression and body language. While his glaring might have made me nervous earlier, it does not faze me now. All this time I've been uneasy about you, even though it is your mission to keep me safe. But if that's the case, why do you seek to frighten and overpower me at every turn? I raise my eyebrow at him, then take a confident step forward. This time it is Varg that shirks away from me. Okay, just making sure. I look kind of weird. Does having to answer to Sir Mithras and Sir Alcaster chafe at you, Varg? I suspect it does. I know that Fritz sometimes struggles with their commands as well. Unlike you, however, Fritz does not take his frustrations out on other people. He does not lash out at others by scaring them, and he certainly does not protect people by stalking them from the shadows. Varg's hands clench over his cane as he glowers at me. You always talk about that idiot! Do you know how sick I am of hearing about him? You want to know the truth, Wagon? You're wondering how two personalities can share the same body? Well, sure, magic was the catalyst, but the other part of the magic... Well, that was all Fritz. What? You think Fritz is some great honorable knight. Well, if that were true, his intentions would need to be good to the core. And then you know what? I wouldn't exist. What is he suggesting? His voice is hard to do when I'm not allowed to yell. Can't make something from nothing. Some part of your precious Fritz came... Some part of your precious Fritz... became me, princess. There was already something dark and twisted in his soul. The curse that just brought it to life. And now here I am. No, you're wrong. Fritz twisted and dark? I do not believe it. I'm so excited to see the fucked up part of him. But, like, figure out how that is... They won't do anything with that. Realistically. I'm disappointed nonetheless. I think I know Fitzgerald a lot better than you do, Wagon. Don't think I act this way of my free will. At least, not completely. I have these... compulsions. The spark in Varg's eyes is dangerous. His eyes suddenly seem out of focus as he stares at me, his gaze glassy. Ah! His expression suddenly twists, becoming something dark and anguished. He doubles over to the ground with a pained gasp. You are meant to be asleep! Whom is he talking to? This might be better than the magic, to be honest. I watch in horror as Varg's body is eclipsed by a slow-moving shadow. The most animation we've gotten? True! Let's go animation! Animation slay. I watch in horror as Varg's body is eclipsed by a slow-moving shadow. The darkness envelops his body, and all I can do is stare in shock as his figure fades into a black silhouette. Before I can decide whether to go to his side or not, the shadows tumble like a fallen cloak. I immediately recognize... Huh? That's psychotic. That shit's insane. Anyway, I immediately recognize the man standing before me. Fritz! Like, princess, what are we doing here? You don't remember? Fritz places a hand on his head and cringes. I see him stumble slightly as he slowly rises. I'm like, not sure. I remember falling asleep. Then there was this distant pain that woke me up. And now I'm suddenly here? With you. Did Varg's emotions somehow trigger Fritz into waking? I'm sorry, milady. My mind is, like, a little foggy. I don't understand what's going on right now. Fritz shakes his head before turning to look at me with a tired, faint smile. Perhaps I'll feel better once I get some rest. You're right. Let's go back. We're not gonna explain what happened to him. We're just gonna... Just gonna let that slide? Okay. I feel the tenseness come back into my body as I remember all of the things that transpired at the Merchant. The building is dim at night and looks more like a place of shadows than anything else. I clench my hands into fists and try not to shake. They intended to hurt me. They wanted me to suffer. My heart hardens into something cold and as sharp as ice. Their kindness was a lie. Mother taught me people were like this. I should have listened to her. I finally turn away from the Merchant with conviction. I am not meant to stay there. I must go back to where I belong. In King Gennaro dream. Wagon, are you alright? Why wouldn't I be? This is not young Wagon. Almost fucked up there. Your personal maid left last night? Yes. Is it true you caught her trying to steal one of your dolls? Why would I lie about that? I am sorry. Why? Because she betrayed your trust. Impossible. I did not trust her in the first place. But wasn't she with you for years? Yes. And you are not at all saddened by her change of heart? She saw the opening to take something from me and took it. I am not surprised nor sad. It was to be expected. All people use others to take things that they want. Finally, some fucking dad interaction, you know what I'm saying? I clipped the shoes. Mark, what I miss? Well, we're going back to the palace, I guess. We're angry at the Martian people, which is a damn shame. It would have been interesting, except it's not anymore, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just not working. It's not cutting it. But I don't think you missed much. He just shapeshifted and now we're here. Milady, why are we here? He really doesn't remember anything about last night. I guess his memories must truly be separate from Varg's. I've been, trying to remember, but my memories feel like they're slipping through my fingers. Why won't you talk to me, milady? If I said or did something wrong yesterday, I'm really sorry. You did not do anything wrong, Fritz. He was the one at fault, not you. He? When I open my mouth to tell him about Varg, I find that the words are stuck in my throat. I turn away after a few moments, the gloom settling back on my shoulders. But after hearing what Varg said, I do not have the courage to tell him. Not yet. You think Fritz is some honorable great knight? Fuck you. Well, if that was true, his intentions would be to be good to the core, and then you know what? I wouldn't exist. Can't make something from nothing. We just read this too. Shut the fuck up. Some part of your precious Fritz became me, princess. He's at 15 now. Unless you count Varg, in which case you're absolutely fucked. Hey, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, sorry. There was something already dark and twisted in his soul. The curse just brought it to life, and now here I am. Why won't you look at me? I've been a fool to so blindly trust all of this. Have I been a fool, excuse me. To so blindly trust Fritz all of this time too? Milady. Princess. You are here. Ugh. Sir Mithras. The preparations are complete. You are now free to enter your old home. Sir Mithras pushes open the gates and walks through. I take a deep breath and then follow after him. I have so many emotions inside of me right now that I cannot even begin to parse through them. Before I take more than a few steps forward, Fritz's fingers curl around my wrist. Milady, what's happening? The look in his eyes is familiar. He wears the same concern and worry for me that he always does. He seems every bit himself, but he is no longer the same person to me. I'm going home, Fritz. I pull my arm away from his grasp and follow Sir Mithras into the palace without looking back. What the fuck is going on? Every other one has been so formulaic, I don't even know what to do. at this new shit, you know what I mean? Tell me the story again. Do you never tire of that story, love? Please? Well, since you asked so nicely... Once upon a time, there was a queen who had a daughter that she loved very much. But the kingdom the queen ruled was a cruel and mean place. The people were liars and thieves, and it was terribly dangerous. The queen knew that the kingdom would never be safe for her beloved daughter if she didn't work to change it. So the queen worked day and night. With magic! Hush, dear. So the queen worked day and night and used her magic to take the bad people's energy from them so they couldn't cheat and steal and lie. This is an interesting way to put it. Go off, queen. And then the queen made sure that energy would stay with her and her beloved daughter so nothing could harm them ever again. And the queen and her daughter lived happily ever after. We're moving so fucking fast in this one. There are 2 days remaining until my 18th birthday. And we don't even know we're Tenebrar and Bearer yet. This route's fucking insane. I'm losing my mind. Okay, we're back. We're so back. I've been living in the palace for the past few months, and while it is not what I expected, it is not so dissimilar that I am uncomfortable. I get to stay in my own room and am served the same food as the occupants of the palace. Only now, I am not expected to share my meals with the king and his family. It was strange that nobody even asked who I am, not even the king, but that did not matter. What is important is that I am back in the palace. Only a witch like Sir Mithras could have orchestrated all of this. Magic was all I needed to bring you back here. Convenient, isn't it? Who exactly are you, Sir Mithras? What is a witch like you doing here in the palace? I am your mother's faithful servant, Your Highness. But I do not recall ever seeing you here until after Mother passed away. I did not work within the palace at the time, but once your mother passed, I took a job here to fulfill her wishes to protect you. Ugh! I was consumed with worry when you disappeared all those months ago. I suspected immediately that you were cursed, and that the Lucius Bearer had acted to keep you concealed from me. If only you could understand the relief I felt when I learned that Fritz had found you. How will you prove that you are not like the people at the Marchen, that you will not lie to me or betray me? Sir Mithras kneels in front of me and places a hand over his heart. I made a promise to my queen that I would give you my undying loyalty, princess. I would protect you with my life. Him saying that does little to convince me that I can trust him. Everything I am doing is in service to my queen and my princess. So what is it that Mother requires me to do? Patience. I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. Sir Mithras claims he is Mother's faithful servant. That should be enough reason for me to trust him, but I'm still on edge. What is this surprise that he has in store for me? My thoughts drift back to the occupants of the Marchen. They keep saying that they cared about me, yet I have not heard from them at all. Even Rod, who lives here, I barely even see him, and Fritz. Since I returned to the palace, I've been seeing less and less of Fritz and more of Varg. In the beginning, I continually asked Fritz about his memories of specific days, of the times when he was Varg. Fritz never seemed to recall anything. He just smiled at me sheepishly and told me that his age was probably making his memory worse. Brother, what are you, 80 years old? What the fuck? You can't... Who wrote this? Who fucking wrote this? Are you insane? Fritz isn't even that old. Okay. He better not be! Since then, things have changed. I no longer bother asking Fritz about things he surely does not remember. Fritz does not remember anything related to Varg, yet Varg retains all of his memories as Fritz. I should know. I tell Fritz about Varg, but it is the fear that he would not believe me, but also something... What the fuck did I say? That old? How old? I don't even want to know how old. But I also... No, I don't want to know how old. Because then it'll be like... He's 35, and I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences of that. But also something much worse. I am worried that whatever it is inside of Fritz will only lash out at me, that part of him that Varg came from. If I were Fritz, I would not be able to believe it either. I look toward my shelf of dolls, unable to shake my feelings of disquiet. The dolls are the same as always, their glassy gazes focused on nothing and everything. It looks so empty without... No, I do not miss her. I do not miss anyone. Right? The sound of sound of footsteps pulls me out of my thoughts. Who else is wandering the halls at this time of night? I am unable to restrain my curiosity, and the motion soon drives me from my room and out into the hallway. I gingerly follow the faded footsteps down the hallway, and there I see two familiar people, Sir Mithras and Sir Alcester. I grow impatient. 2 days is an insignificant amount of time when you've already waited so long. I have been waiting years. The princess is safe and will continue to be safe, just as... Oh, wait. Let me start over. The princess is safe and will continue... and will continue to be safe, just as you required. Our agreement was clear, Sir Alcester. I will not help you until after the princess turns 18. I would remember the sort of aid you have requested of me. What prevents us from killing Gennaro now? A small gasp comes from my mouth and I'm not able to muffle it in time, despite the fact that I hold my hands up to my lips to keep myself from shouting. I stop breathing even as my mind whirls. Kill the king? Why would Sir Alcastor and Sir Mithros want to do that? That sound.
Do not try and distract me. What do we lose by acting now?
We could lose everything if we act too hastily. I think it would do you good to learn some patience from your son. Hi, Varg.
Varg. Sir Alcestor!
Varg, what a pleasant surprise. Mithras smirks as Varg moves to stand just off to the side of the two men, his expression solemn. I trust that you have tamed Fritz.
What are you talking about?
You have not noticed? Even when your own son is being overwhelmed, Varg is gaining control, slowly but surely. Ugh! He no longer has to wait for Fritz's consciousness to descend into sleep. In a few weeks, perhaps even days, Varg may be able to help us during the day. Then, oh my god, where Varg is true! Let's go, cat! Where Varg theory real? Then that is why I've only ever seen Varg at night. If he can act during the day as well, what will happen to Fritz?
I hope you're not trying to avoid your mission in staying here.
Yes, cat, you did it! Woohoo! How curious. Perhaps Fritz is stronger than you think.
That weakling! Don't make me laugh! I just find this extremely boring!
Fritz must be fucking shattered if this ball bag is running about with his body all night. You'd think, but that one time where we drank the sleeping tea, he said he was great. So the writing is bad. I thought the same thing, but here we are. Did I say that already? Let's hope so. Varg shrugs before walking away. Bye, Varg. How interesting.
I do not approve of his methods.
What would you have me do to improve him? He completes every task you give him.
He has softened.
Well, let us see if he completes this task. Then we will know for certain where his loyalties lie. He is very hard to do. I hate Sir Mithros and the fact that he's here every single arc. As Sir Mithros and Sir Alcastor begin to walk away, I exhale. I feel a slight shudder when Sir Mithros stops and gazes behind him, his eyes wandering to my hiding place at the end of the hall. My heart thumps loudly in my ears as I wait to hear him leave. The wind has a bitter chill to it tonight, like ice. Oh my god, he's so fucking annoying! Mithros turns on his heels with a slight twitch of his lips before he disappears. I make my way back to my room in a daze. My whole body feels weak, and when I eventually get to my bed, I crash down on it feeling numb. They mean to kill the king, but why? Sir Alcastor and Sir Mithros are two of his most trusted advisors. What could the king have done to make them desire his death? And why does Sir Mithros want to wait until I'm 18? What happens then? Does this have anything to do with the gift he was talking about? Does Sir Mithros plan on using me for something? I clench my hands into fists and inhale sharply. I think of the other things that came up in conversation. They said that Varg might be able to act during the day soon. Does this mean Fritz will disappear? My breath catches in my throat at the thought. Milady? There's no need to look at me like that. It's my job to, know you, milady. And right now, I know something's not right. It is your job to protect me. Knowing me is a very different thing. Milady, please, Perhaps you should worry more about yourself. My job as a knight is to protect my charge, to put their life before mine. If I can't protect you, then, like, how can I call myself a knight? Fritz reaches out as if to touch me, but I shrink away. Do not touch me. Sorry, milady. Just please know I'm always here for you if you need to talk. If Fritz disappears, what will happen? I almost jump when I hear someone shouting outside my door. Quickly, Emmeline. Okay, we're going back. Quickly, Emmeline. Rod? I quickly stand up and move toward. I thought it would be Rod, but you know. I quickly stand up and move toward my door, pulling it open to catch a glimpse of the outside. I end up opening the door into Rod's face. He comes to an abrupt stop and glares at the door that blocks his straight path. His hand is outstretched, as if meant to reach for my door. Rod? Emmeline? It is so late. What are they doing out of their rooms? Rod's fingers tighten over Emmeline's hand. They both look exhausted, and Emmeline is on the verge of tears. You know, get this man away from her. We don't know what kind of hijinks he is getting up to in his non-route time. I'm just saying. What is happening? Rod seems to consider something before he finally comes to a silent conclusion. His eyes glare right into mine. Get out of the way. Funny how we say no one at the Marchen likes us. Waltz was worried sick and Karma almost died, while the only reason we trust Mr. Rose is because he was like, you should trust me. Yeah, it's annoying. The writing on this is just absolute garbage. I read that. Rod's voice is colder than usual, even for him. Emmeline's eyes widen as she stares at him in shock. Rod, but I thought... This isn't the time. Ah, so here's where the rabbits escaped. Varg? Varg is slowly making his way over to us, his posture relaxed, expression indifferent. He does not even look winded. Well, this is a complication. Hold on. Let me check. Help them. God damn. This has been a long-ass chapter. We are not going to finish this chapter tonight. Because it's already 10. When would be a good stopping point? This feels like a weird stopping point, but I feel like every single fucking time is... We'll see. We'll slow it down, and we'll see what happens. Is this the mission Sir Alcaster was referring to? Rod tugs at Emmeline's wrist to prompt her into motion, but the two of them are too slow. In one swift movement, Varg has circled them and tripped Emmeline, toppling her to the floor. Varg moves forward to grab her, but before she can do so much as touch her, I jump into action, pushing Varg from the side. I move to stand between Emmeline and Varg. I can hear Rod helping his sister up, but my eyes are trained on Varg. What are you going to do to them? Why do you care? Why do I care? Because I know this isn't something Fritz would do. Varg hesitates, giving Rod time to act. Rod throws a vial that breaks upon impact on the floor. It releases a cloud of smoke that envelops everything around it. I feel someone's fingers at my wrist, and then I am being dragged away. When my vision clears, I see Emmeline standing before me, holding my wrist tightly. Come on! What was that? It is something Lady Parfait made for our escape. Our escape? Did you really think the merchant gave up on you? We must move. Hi, tunnel! And it's flipped, so we're on the other side of it now. Missed her. She's so ugly. We run toward the palace tunnels, a place I have not visited in many years. Secret tunnel! So true. I thought they barricaded this. Not quite. Do you think we have lost him? No, not yet. Emmeline turns to me, her eyebrows drawn over her eyes in a look of sympathy. I'm so sorry you got caught up in this. I know we were all meant to escape together according to Rod, but we were not expecting it to be like this. It was difficult to get a hold of you with Varg ringing around. Okay, why is he being cool? But thank you for what you did back there. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't helped us. I'm suddenly uncomfortable speaking to her, so I turn to face Rod instead. Ew. What's wrong with you? What does Varg want with you? My best guess is that he wants us dead. Ugh. That can't be.
How else would you explain the way he came after us, Em?
But why would he want you dead? Rod's bright eyes seem fiercer in the darkness of the tunnels as he closes them. But whatever.
I think it must be what his master wants. After all, dogs only respond to orders.
Okay, can we talk about this while we run? Yeah. I'm offended, Prince!
You.
I whirl around, dread rising in my chest as I turn to look at Varg, who is slowly catching up to us. This was meant to be quick! Varg looks at me, his eyes glittering with amusement. But as always, you complicate things, Princess! I cannot hide how much I am trembling, but I still hold out my arm to protect the siblings. They're actually your siblings. I don't know if you knew that, but I just figured I'd let you know. Go. Not without you. Go now.
Come on.
I turn back to Varg as the two flee. My body tenses as I wait for Varg to move. I will stop him, or at least buy them some more time. Do you think we lost him? No, probably not. Okay, good. Yeah, they said that. I wrote that already? Okay, good, let's up here. But Varg remains still as a statue. He remains rooted to the spot. I have no idea how long we stand there, frozen in place. You never cease to amaze me! So what's going to happen now? Were you going to kill them? He's not answering. Does that mean I am right? Is this what Sir Alcaster ordered you to do? Why else would I be here if not for an order? Why would he want you to kill Rod and Emmeline? And why does he want to kill the king? You overheard quite a bit, huh? Probably a little more than you should have. The tension in the air becomes palpable and becomes harder to breathe. Varg's fingers tighten on his cane. He wouldn't hurt me, would he? Varg moves for a few moments I am frozen with terror. Then a word I'd forgotten long ago suddenly comes to my lips unbidden. A word that Fritz once told me before. Idiuva? This time it is what? Okay. Hold the fucking phone. I haven't heard that. So you could... I've played 3 other rounds so far. You shut the fuck up. You can't just add new shit. What's wrong with you? It is Varg that freezes. He raises his cane, but it never comes down. His eyes are wild, even though he hasn't moved. Suddenly he looks as if he is restraining himself. I can see the struggle on his contorted expression and then realize he is fighting to stay in control. It worked? I remain still for another moment, my mind racing. Yes, 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 yes! Varg drops to his knees and I see shadows forming beneath him, tendrils of darkness snake their way up his body, beginning to engulf him. This is what happened last time when he changed back into Fritz. Let's go! There is still awareness in Varg's eyes, however. His gaze is cold and accusatory. It remains that way even as the shadows creep their way up to his face. I find my feet again and rush past Varg into the depths of the palace. I run, too frightened of what I might find if I look back. Okay. You're gonna give us the backstory now. Thank you. Are you, all right? If you were truly worried for my safety, then you should have told the king how unsafe it is for me to leave the palace. Isn't that a knight's job, Sir Fitzgerald? Do you, have so little faith in me? What? Don't you trust me to keep you safe, milady? 3 years ago, when I swore I would give my life for yours, I meant it, and I still do. I would never let anything harm you. Ever. Perhaps I need to make another promise to you, Princess, so that I may ease your worries. Remember this carefully, okay? Iduva. What does that mean? It's from an old language that no one speaks anymore. It's what people used to say when they were calling for help. Something to call when I need help? If for any reason I'm not cringe, yeah, it was bad. If for any reason I'm not there and you need me, just say that word. Scream it at the top of your lungs if you need to. And I promise I'll come running. A knight would never break his promise to a lady. Trust in me. I love making all of them sound terrible. It's my favorite activity. I have to go. How good is his hearing? Apparently very good, considering he heard from the depths of his own mind or whatever. I've been awake for hours, unable to sleep. What the hell? We didn't go with them? That pisses me off so goddamn bad. Whatever, fine. Fine. It's fine. Fuck you. I don't care. God is dead. Ooh. We could probably finish in one go if we really wanted. We probably won't be able to. Why did we... I know... We ran in the opposite direction. God damn, this route is crazy. I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing my goddamn mind. Nothing makes sense. God is dead. But unfortunately, it is past 10. Love this route to me. No, me too. It's a little funky. The way we're doing it, like, we are not getting to know Fritz at fucking all. We are just like we just are assumed to be like, okay, we know him, which means we like him already. So there's no development, which is kind of pissing me off. But whatever, it's fine. No big deal in the grand scheme. However, I want to go there. Cause like his one hug or whatever was like, you know what I mean? Sorry. So I want to go back. But here we are. Making it more annoying. But whatever. Anyway, I am going to not read out. I can't be asked. Especially since I have to upload my videos to YouTube. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, no, I'll do it. I'll do some of it today. But yeah, I will see everybody tomorrow for Luigi's Mansion. Hopefully it won't be as shitty as it was last week because it kept freezing. And I think I know why, but I don't know how to fix it because it's kind of fucked up the way I'm doing it right now. I mean, I'd like it to not be fucked up. That'd be really nice. While you do that, I'll eat. I'm hungry. You're very welcome, stream. I will see everybody tomorrow for Luigi's Mansion. Thank you all for hanging out with me during the weirdest fucking route of all time. Godspeed out there. I love you.